initial project on this are the buttons, so that's what I'm gonna work on now. Good morning, Title. How are you? Probably don't have like the best way of storing my needles. Just stick them in the outside of my case. That's dangerous. It is what it is. And what color did I use on the other side? I think I've run out of the green thread. Yeah, I was just using some gray thread. Let me grab that. And which gray thread was it? Things I paid attention to last week. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't really matter. It's really not going to show. It was the darker one. Good, just doing a little worldview world. Good, good. Kill 'em all. Murder, violence, mayhem, as always. As Nate would say, show them the error of their ways. Alright. One of these at a time. And just do the best to line them up as best as possible because... what do we say? Good enough is good enough! There's a couple ways you can do buttons, because there are several different styles of buttons out there. These ones are fairly simple. It's just a matter of they have one loop in the back as opposed to flat buttons that have the, where you can stitch across them with one or two little holes. Sorry, 2 or 4 holes. So this one, we just go, basically just loops through the fabric. So I go down, I'm not even going to try to show it on the camera because the camera is not going to handle that. I go down through the fabric, I come up through the loop of the button, and then I just wrap around and do it again. Through the fabric, come up through the loop of the button. I'm going to do that about 5 times. And then I'll tie it off in a little French knot. Or what I think is called a French knot. I'm pretty sure it's a French knot. well, one more stitch and then the knot. Alright. And that does that. And I just need to give it a good ironing. And decide what I'm gonna wear as an underskirt or as leggings. I'm not sure. Let's put her on the dress form. Definitely needs a bit of ironing. The corner shoulder or collar bit is flipping up pretty good, but still, it looks nice. So now I know it'll at least last another weekend. Alright, next project. Ding, one's done, on to the next. So this was the first of the 3 so far army t-shirt pillows that I made, and the other 2 are so much better than this one right now. And not to knock this one, it was the first one that I started working on when I started this whole stream process, and it's fine, but it could be so much better. So we are, I think the basic idea, like, I'm gonna keep this top part of it. I just can't stand the body part right here, the little body stain, because these are legit shirts that my brother wore. Nothing wrong with it, but like, maybe don't have a big old sweat stain there. So I am thinking, well, for one, definitely the top needs to come up. I'm gonna sneeze. Alright, no more sneeze, yay. I think maybe this one I could do it like red, white, and blue. So if I have a blue fabric that has the names of all the states on it, so I could do just one panel here of that, and then be able to use some of this red for part of the envelope, and then some white to do the other envelope back. And if I don't do that, let me grab all the colors that I have. And Wait, what? We may have a small problem here. The vibes are dangerously contagious in here. We may need to get a hazmat team into quarantine. Maybe the SPC Foundation. This is definitely cognito hazard. Good morning, total sapphic panic. I'll if you mean the tunes, man, the tunes are jamming. I like them. I hope your morning is going well so far. Let me go grab the other, let me grab the other fabric that I still have. I apologize for the brief scare there. It's a compliment, promise. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I was just like, wait, what? What's going on? Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out for a little while. If you say fellow sewist, then welcome fellow sewist yourself. How are ya? Okay, so these are, I have just a plain white. I still have some of the plain black. But like, I've done so much black. I have a little bit of the gold yet. And then even less, a little bit of the red. And then I've got this blue. That has all the states. So if I kept the red on the back, did a little bit of white on the back. Is that doing too much? Nervo-sided, I think, is the best descriptor. I'm sewing my first full garment, and the design concept got a bit out of control. Oh, they can do that. They can do that. Really easily. But congratulations on your first full garment. That's exciting. Or if I get rid of the whole red idea completely and just focus on the yellow and black. No, nope, we're doing a red, white, and blue. We're doing it for my sister-in-law. Black and gold for my brother. Red, white, and blue for my sister-in-law. That's what we're doing. So... the first bit that I'm gonna start with is picking apart the stitches. I'm a hand sewist, and the materials I will be working on later in the project will actually require a sailmaker's needle. Good lord, that's intense. What kind of materials? I assume like canvases and heavy twills type stuff? If you have military knowledge, I take it you know what PALS is? Alright, I do not have military knowledge. My brother and my sister-in-law and my other brother were the military folks in the family. So I apologize, I do not know what PALS is. I'm going to pick out the stitches. That's when you curse doing tiny, tiny stitches. Pouch attachment ladder system webbing is a modular tactical gear attachment system that I'll be sewing onto my pencil style mini skirt. Ooh. Okay, that's cool though. Also, I'm here for any mini skirts and pencil style mini skirts. So like, you know how feminine clothing has a terminal lack of pockets? It's terminal, criminal, either way, yes, yes. Houses like super pockets. Awesome. Ooh, that'd be cool. And is this a, like, are you a fashion designer, or is this a costume, or just something you wanted to make for yourself anyways? Modular, customizable system that is lightweight and allows one to maximize storage without compromising agility. That sounds like something that should probably just be, you know, mainstream and everybody gets it on their clothing now, personally. And you don't have to carry our purses. They have all the, puts all that weight on just one shoulder. It's for me. Also, I will be making it in the non-binary colors, and I will be making matching compatible accessories. I call it non-binary pals. Love it. I love it. That is such a cool project. Yes. And yes, now I understand very much the the sail needle. Yep, because those webbing, that's dense stuff to try to sew through. My sewing machine doesn't necessarily like going through that sort of stuff. At the moment, it's just for me, but there's the potential that if it goes well and there's interest, I might expand it into Operation Pals with Pride, which would mean both carrying a stock of accessories and common flags, probably starting with 6-color rainbow, 9-berry, Aero, Ace, and Trans. I'd also potentially have made-to-order clothing items available in the colors and sizing of your choosing, and commissions. That is amazing! Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I hope it goes really well for you. I hope you stay in touch. And if you have like I don't know, an Etsy or how you're, feel free to like share that here, because that is super cool. Something, carts and horses. Yeah. Fair enough. Alright, we have the pillow is free. Be free, pillow, be free. I have a coffee and a red bubble, but that's for a different medium entirely. Fair, fair. Okay, we have 3 more scenes to pick. See, I'm a street artist. Ooh, oh, okay. So lots of different mediums to kind of dipping and dabbling. That's awesome. Why did I backstitch so hard right there? I mostly work on wood panels with spray paint and paint dabbers. Cool. I'm a hand sewist. At the moment I only hand sew, although there's the potential that I may get a sewing machine if this goes from a project to an operation. Even as an operation, the focus will be on slow fashion and hand making and remaining independent. That's yeah, good and important. And there's just sometimes that hand sewing is like, yeah, the sewing machine is great for a lot, but there's sometimes just no replacing hand stitches for so many things. And again, yeah, even if you do go a little bigger and that you're gonna have to take care of what kind of sewing machine. Not all sewing machines are gonna be able to go through and handle the materials that it sounds like you're gonna be looking into using, so beats me. Absolutely. Multi-layered denim is a struggle in its own. Then there's canvas and of course webbing. For sure. Oh, no, 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 no. None of that. Get out of here. We don't buy viewers here. Be ordering a good leather thimble with the sailmaker's needle. Good, good, good. I mean, the bonus is there are all sorts of products out there that will make the whole process easier. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm buying them because they're pre-owned and cheap. Oh, nice. Oh, wait, sorry, I skipped one. They're actually vintage X-Mill needles, which is interesting. Ah, okay. What, a needle that hasn't gotten broken yet? Don't give it to me, I will break it immediately. And also, yeah, having the kind of history behind that adds an extra layer of just coolness to your whole project. They're 5mm needles. They're thick. I mean, again, granted, what I'm talking are like my machine needles. I've yet to meet a needle that I can't break. They're drill bit style. Alright. Fair. I won't... that sounds like it probably requires some effort to break. Ordering a set of 5. But if you pay shipping, I'll send you one. Aw. Genuine offer. I'm curious to see if you can break it. I mean, it's not like it's a life goal. It's just a thing that I managed to do. And it's also, again, I've not broken a hand sewing needle. I don't think. No, it's usually when I hit a pin with the machine and everything goes bang! And shards of needles go everywhere, and it's a production. So no, I appreciate it, but I won't purposefully try to ruin a vintage needle. Entertaining though it may be. That sounds unfun. I'm gonna take a real quick break. My laundry is making the beeping noise, and I don't want to bother my neighbor upstairs, so let me go take that out real quick. I'm gonna run a 1-minute ad, because that's all I need. Like, sheesh, I know sewing is dangerous, but shrapnel is next level. I know, right? It's like scary stuff sometimes. I should never run the sewing machine without wearing like safety glasses or something. As somebody who works in an eye clinic, I should be a little more cognizant about that now. I'll be right back. Alright, cool. Thank you for indulging me. Sorry about that. With the headphones I have in, I can't really hear it, and I just happened to be like, let's check that, and it was beeping. I'm like, meh. It's not a super loud beep, but also I just really don't want to annoy her upstairs. She's a very, very, very kind person who lets me live here, so we don't antagonize the neighbor slash landlady. And I was so confident about these end stitches, back stitching. I think that's when I had my sewing business. Well, had the sewing business, worked with Octavia for Nerdy Hook and Needle, and I always did this. Confident mistakes is what I was calling them, where, yes, I'm gonna do tiny stitches, because no way I'm gonna mess that up and have to take them all out. Excuse me. Three down, one to go. Not feeling the tunes with the yeah type stuff going on. We're gonna skip that one. And you guys should put a channel points redeem of like, change the channel or change the song. A few other name ideas for the branding, namely Gaytech and Queer Gear. Oh, but I love them all. Let's see, what's the first one? I gotta scroll up a bit. Project Non-Binary Pals. I do like Gaytech. That's fun. And then, would it be an acronym? I also do like Queer Gear, though. I'm kind of a sucker for names that sound, it's easy to remember when it rhymes, or it's easy to say. But also, I'm terrible at naming things. It takes me forever to come up with a name for anything. Oh no. Sitting here like, why is this so hard for me to remember that I need to hold on to the edge when I'm using this to pull my threads out? Then I remember that I haven't used this tool for over 2 years, so like there's some muscle memory atrophy going on, and I'm not gonna feel bad about that. And then it just makes me excited that all the tools that I have in here that I get to use again, because I haven't used them for 2 years. Because I haven't given myself a reason to. And now I do. Okay. My next step gonna be probably doing some math. I think I need to do some math next. And all caps can signify an abbreviation rather than an acronym. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, so this was an 18 by 18 pillow, is an 18 by 18 pillow. So I was gonna do thirds, as I recall, originally on that last pillow, and I ended up not quite going thirds. It was like, instead of being, 6, 6, and 6, lol, it was 5, 8, and 5. So if I do 8 and 10, it's gonna be another skip. Oh my god. Okay, this song is called Porta Potta Hottie. Porta Potty Hottie. Moving on. I think that'll work. I think that'll be fine. So we're gonna do another picture. More pictures. Personally, I'm fond of gay tag. I do really like gay tag. That is cool. And again, different in that you're not spelling, gay, like it sets it apart, gives it a feel using tack because it's tactical. Like I do like that. I think that's a pretty good name. Why'd my music die? No reason. Gay is a common spelling used by actual queer and genderqueer people to refer to themselves and their fellow queers regardless of gender and orientation. Okay, okay, cool. Thank you. I didn't know that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Alright, so we have finished is 8 inches for the army top portion, which is actually going to be 8.5, yeah, 9 inches. 9 by 19. It started out as a meme and pretty much took on a life of its own. It's the best things all do start as memes. Somebody trying to be funny or, I don't know, maybe not necessarily kind. And everybody be like, nope, we take that back, that's ours now. And this one will be 10 inches plus a half inch on either side, so it's actually 11 by 19. It's already going to be a very busy pillow, so I am not going to add any extra borders or adornment, I think. Also, I didn't even kind of intend it to make a meme by making it... Wait, no. Also, I didn't even kind of intend to make a meme by making literal non-binary pals. That was a late realization. But I mean, when it fits and when it works, like, that's when you just call it serendipity and go with it. Alright, so that will be the front. The back, I'm just going to steal what I did for the other one. And it'll be a rectangle of 10 3/4 inch by 19 inches of one of the fabrics and 14 3/4 inch by 19 inches for the other one for that envelope enclosure on the back. But I will absolutely be posting guys, gals, and holy shit memes. Yes. Alright. Step one is re-ironing out the pieces that I've just picked apart because they need it. So my next bit is going to be, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Love the Mary Ellen's Best Press, but man, it gets caught in your throat. It's caught in my throat. I don't know about anybody else, but it gets caught in my throat and makes it hard to breathe sometimes. But I did have a pen, and then I think I put that pen in my purse, so let me go find it. The pencil is not going to show up on this material. I'll be right back. Alright, cool. So I really need to worry about that piece. Going 9 inches. I need to make the line for necessarily. As long as the dots all line up. And good news, all the body odor staining crap is below that line. Yay! Oh, that's so satisfying. Like, there's a little hoarder part of me, like, I could do something with this. No, I can't. Throw it away. No. for my bottom half of the pillow. And this will need to be 11 inches. This is gonna show up. Ooh. We're gonna use this edge anyways. And from a piece of Taylor Chuck. Just pottering around and multitasking, very much still here. I appreciate you, thank you. Feel free, lurk away. Honestly, the main reason that I'm doing this is... Oh, thank you so much, Total Sapphic Panic. I appreciate that follow. Also, excitement. I forgot something important. Thank you. The main reason that I'm doing this whole stream, I haven't sewn for 2 years since COVID hit because I just lost interest. More or less, I had no reason to sew. And also, like, I'm just ADHD enough that, like, I have projects that are started or planned to be started and I just can't focus enough to get them done. So, like, you hanging out here gives me a reason to focus and get something done. So, I appreciate you guys chilling with me a bit. Stitch and bitch life, hell yeah. Pretty much. So, this, yeah, gives me the motivation to stay on task for at least 3 hours every week. And, so yeah. And if, all the better if you all are enjoying it too, so. I appreciate you keeping me company. But absolutely don't feel obligated to, by any means, ignore anything that you need to get done. And if I'm motivation for you, yay! We all help each other out. By 19 inches, how far down this do I need to go? Oh, a ways, okay. I'm planning on hopefully going live myself in a few hours. I very much do the same thing. Awesome! Well, if you do, like, I'm gonna be here for another probably hour and a half. If you're on by the time I'm getting done, for sure let me know and I'll like send all my peeps over to watch you and I'll watch you for lunch. I'll appreciate that. That'd be cool. can be really sweet and gives me motivation to actually stream. Absolutely no problem. What's the deadline? I don't really have a deadline. Not for this project. This one was commissioned more or less by my brother, who the t-shirts, you know, they were his t-shirts. Like 5 years ago, he asked me to make pillows out of his t-shirts. He said he didn't really care what I did. He just wanted some t-shirts made out of them. Okay, cool. Oh, for you to go live. I gotcha. You're getting down to business. I'm planning on streaming till noon my time. It's 10:30 now, so like I said, an hour and a half, and then I will be done. And go get my lunch and move on with my day, probably play video games. I adulted, I did all my laundry and everything yesterday, so you know. I get to reward myself with video games. It is 19 inches. Oh, of course. Alright, it goes. They do. Alright, there is pillow bottom. Okay, cool. That's a good timing for me. Daylight plays merry havoc on my lighting, so I need to end stream usually before 5:30 a.m. Lovely. Let me make sure I do a thing real quick so that I am able to send all on the way. There we go. Alright. This. Now, this is not the most, like, should not be rocket science, but I gotta make sure I do this right. Otherwise, I'm gonna have all my states upside down. So, yes, we make sure we go this way, this way. Pin it. Yes, so help me if that spray is throwing me into a cold or something. Okay. That's good. Hey, sewing machine, you know it'd be cool if you gave me the display I needed. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. I know you're neglected for a little while. You'll be okay. Not this song. I'm not feeling lyrics in my vocals today. No. Well, I'm dressed. I don't need a shave. I have Coke, so that's a quick and easy caffeine option. I have water. What do I need to do? Probably set up my ring light and clear my desk a bit. Finalize my tags, title, and redeems. Just thinking aloud. I mean, hey, lists. I was kind of there this morning. I'm like, okay, my this portion of the desk needed definitely clearing off because it still had dice from D&D last week and a little bit of snacky foods and random junk that absolutely just needed to go. And I'm like, well, don't forget to make my coffee. Yeah, don't want to forget that. Oh, I should probably brush my teeth. The ADHD life, man. And could I have done any of this last night? Probably. Probably, but I was doing laundry and playing video games. What do you want? And I didn't have audio problems this morning, so I was actually able to start, like, exactly on time. I was proud of me. Why are we... No, stop. Oh, what did I do? Why did you start doing that? My machine is haunted. Sorry, I'm hitting my microphone cord with my... with a chair. I apologize. Pro streamer right here. That's what that is. Alright, so now I have a pillow top. It's reasonably straight, yes. Okay, cool. Well, let me iron that up. And there is my top cut piece. The top all nice and iron. Very bright. Pretty pretty. Alright, before I cut out the back, which will not take long because I've already mathed it out. Yay! I just have to measure it out and cut it out. I am going to go refill my coffee. This one's going to take a little bit longer than that 1 minute. This one's going to be a 3-minute. Apologies. It's the life. What can I say? What can I say? I will be right back. I promise. I will see you shortly. Alright. Nope, come on. There we go. Alright. Appreciate your indulging me. Alright. Top is done. Time to start cutting out that bottom part. Or the back side, not really bottom, it's the back. So the next important decision. What color do I want more of? The red or the white? Probably the red. I think I want the red to go over top of the white. Mainly because the white's already not really a good contrast against the gray. Here I am talking out of my butt about colors. But I feel like the white's a pretty weak contrast against the gray. I don't have any white in any of the other projects, And also, it's going to a home that has a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old and a dog. White is not a great choice in this regard. So we're going to do more red, less white. I feel fairly confident in this decision. Alright, so measurements. So the two pieces I would have are the 10 3/4 inch by 19 inches and the 14 3/4 inch by 19 inches. So the white gets to be the 10 3/4. And then white. It's 10 3/4. 10.75 by 19. And the red is the 14.75 by 19. What the hell? Aha! I won the mute game. Okay. Oh, yep. Okay. Let's start with the red since it's here and doesn't need pressing again. The white is absolutely going to need ironed out again. Again, I haven't ironed the white yet, but it will need ironed out. Oh. So good news, it should already in theory be 19 inches, 19 and a half. It'll make it work, it's fine. I'm not gonna cut off that ½ inch. How's it this way? Okay. Because one of these edges had been my flip over to hand sew. I recall this now. No? That would have been... Yeah, it would have been this one. Nope, I have no idea. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Moving on. 14 3/4. Alright, so that is my... Oh, overlap piece for the front. Let me iron out my white real quick. It's so wrinkly. Oh, not a problem. You are absolutely welcome for the follow. I I don't know many people on this making and crafting side of things, so like I mean I don't know all that many people on the non-making and crafting either, but it's always good to start, you know, making friends. I like being friends with people. Seems like a cool community so far. Alright. 10 3/4 by 19. Common right up. We're using a pencil on this one. If I can find the pencil. Yes. This side looks a little more straight. Yeah, so we're gonna measure from this end. Do our 19 inches this way first. I get to do the thing where I the brain again. Always with the braining. So it's the large piece on top, the smaller piece on the bottom. In order to facilitate it, it needs to go the other way when I'm stitching it to the front. So it's the large piece on the bottom, small piece on the top. Here's another interesting... What? Oh, no, I'm not ready to stitch them together. I still need to fold my edges over. But since I have everything here, I'm going to entertain the interesting thought. Do we envelope it horizontally or vertically? Like, I've been doing it vertically on the other pillows, but we could envelope it horizontally. Would that be interesting and cool to do? I don't think I will. We'll just go ahead and do it horizontally. No, vertically, rather. Vertically. And because the smaller piece doesn't show, and this is technically a finished edge because it's the selvage, I'm not lazy, I'm efficient. We're just going to use that as the... Yeah, I don't need to turn that one under any... The red, though, does need turned. And... we're going to turn this edge. We might as well, because if I turn this one, it's not going to get caught because of the flipping the corner that I did previously. Flip over there for a minute, please. Okay, thanks. And I need this lovely little tool. I love using my tools. Great. So I'm gonna measure, I had it set at 3/4 inch, yes. So we will measure that and kind of finger press it, and then I will actually press it with the iron. I had to refill the water in my iron because it had run out, and that's also a thing that I haven't done really in the last couple of years, so I didn't pay attention and kind of overfilled it. So hopefully it's like kind of blowing off extra steam over there right now. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Alright, let me go. Or really press it, and I'll be back. Beauteous. Oh, look at that. That's not going anywhere. Love it. Alright. So if... I'm gonna have to go through this one more time because then I did stuff and I forgot. We want the large to overlap on the top side, so it needs to be on the bottom side while stitching. And it's not even really that turn yet because I need to stitch this back side down. They'll probably say it like 3 more times. Repetition makes it, you know, stick or something. I think we're gonna pick this way. Because the t-shirt material is still fairly unstable, even though it's got this stabilizing stuff on it. Good lord. It's fine. Why is there that much more red? Why, red, are you so much? Alright, well, let's make this seam and then we'll trim that red down because there's no reason for it to be that much extra red. Alright. Ready for stitch number 1. Well, theme number like 2 of the day, but still. good. Thinking I need to do something different with the with my rulers, and at least two of them, yeah, the two big Omni ones, or Ulfa ones, I don't know, whatever brand, have holes for hanging. Like, maybe I could, like, put a hook up on the wall right there, or over there. I need to put stuff on my walls. And maybe I could, like, stitch it on the side that it's actually supposed to be stitched to. That'd be cool. Maybe like that. Yeah, that looks... Haha. How about that? That looks much better. Much better. Press those seams and we'll be ready for the last two. And the pillow will be done. Done, done, done. Alright. And now, like that, you know, one more time, which side goes where. The larger red one goes on the bottom because it's going to go on the top. And the white that will go on the bottom goes on the top. Because everything is reversed. Alright, and taking a cue from what I remember doing the last time, we're gonna do a start stop here and a start stop here. So we will stitch, back stitch, and then stitch till I get to here. Then we're gonna go across till I get to that blue one, back stitch, back to the teal one, or turquoise, whatever. Stitch again, back stitch again, and then stitch again. all the way along. Because this section is going to get the most wear and tear putting the pillow in and out. I do not believe that I'm going to need to do that on this one, given the amount of space and everything. Yeah, no, I will. I will. Other colors. There we go. So then we'll do a start, stop, stop there. I don't have any other colors. That light one that's not really a sewing pin. Start, stop there. Ugh. Gross. No. Ew. Oh, go away. Ew. Never mind. Fine. We'll just do one that doesn't have. Oh no, here's a purple one. There we go. And then I guess the rest are gonna be pink. And then we'll just fill in the extra spaces with more pins just to make sure things don't slip too much. I'm gonna try to hit go live on the half hour, and I'll go on camera when the nerves calm down, which usually takes about 10 minutes. Awesome! Well, I will see you shortly. I'm sure it's going to be fabulous. You're gonna be great. But take your time. Don't go on until you really feel you're ready. No worries. I think I should finish up right on time with just enough time to start contemplating the next project. Maybe start bringing those pieces in here. I might as well talk about what the next project is. The next project is gonna be my Daenerys costume. Feeling a little dysphoric? I'm sorry. Gonna shave just to be sure? Okay. Hey, take care of yourself, man. Like, my dear, you do what you gotta do to be the best you. And if anybody gives you crap about it, like, who needs them in your life? You can ban them. Auto ban them. Ban hammer's there for a reason, man. I don't think I can handle a troll today. Can I mod you just to have some extra protection? Hell yeah! Dude. I apologize. I tend to use man and dude all the time. I don't mean to be anything in that regard. But yeah, absolutely. I got no time for people giving anybody crap for any reason. We're here to be creative. Hey, guess what? I didn't do any of my start stops. But yeah, we're here to be creative and share a fun process, and anybody who's gonna shit on that can get the fuck out. I got you, boo. We'll fight the trolls. Try not to, but you're forgiven. Yeah, it's my blanket thing. It's just how I say. But yes, specifically to you, I will. Do you have, what are your preferreds? Just so that I can get that in my brain. Because I am not above calling anybody, gorgeous, immortal deity of the universe. I'm cool with that if you want that. Sib is a fun one instead of bro or sis. I do like that. Sib. Yeah, I can dig that. Absolutely. I'm down for Prinks as well. Is it short I or like an inks or inks? Inks? In my Midwestern American accent, that may not come across any differently one way or the other. Prinks. Inks. Okay, cool. It doesn't really come out in most accents. Yeah. All right. One more, and we have a pillow. Sorry, one more, and we have a pillowcase. Let me be specific. Congratulations on the acquisition of your new sword. And I shall use it as appropriately as I know how. try this again. I've got a start stop here. I'm Aussie and swear like one, so part of your duties might include allowing bad words. Ooh, okay. I like allowing bad words. Okay, but I'm gonna be honest. The one bad word that I personally am still going to have a problem with, I know it's a culture thing. I am an American prude, and I do not... the C word here is like a thing, and so like, I will try to remember that you are Aussie and that is not the same connotations there. And if people, as long as they're using it good-naturedly, I will not banhammer that. Encourage heavy, good-natured swearing in my stream. I mean, sometimes you have to swear at your project, though, am I right? Like, when the fucking needle breaks. Or the pieces of fabric just don't fit. I'm trying not to use a trick or TV. Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, swearing at your project generally tends to yield better results in my estimation. I will use bitch instead. I will accept that. I will take that any day. Which, I mean, is kind of ironic. But, like, I'm also working towards not using genitalia as a I don't know, whatever. So I'm working to not use the term dick either in my day-to-day life. Like, if I don't want to be called a cunt, then I don't need to be calling people dicks, right? Like, your genitalia has nothing to do with your personality and or lack thereof. Yeah, so it's not a thing that I've been very good at, but it's a process, and I'm working on it. So lots of people are jerks. Asshole is fair game. Everybody has an asshole, to my knowledge. If you don't, one's been created for you somehow. So asshole is fair game for me. Here we go. Ba, 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 ba. This one may have to be a slightly deeper than half-inch seam. Yeah. I should let you know I have a strong policy against ableism, including terms like crazy, nuts, insane, and bonkers. I will gently correct to say wild where possible. Good to know. Thank you. I'm schizophrenic, so it's a sore point. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Wild. I like wild. Crazy, nuts, insane, and bonkers. Alright. Alright, I've hit a start-stop point. I need to remember to start-stop. Because those words were an umbrella term for mental illness and carried a strong societal stigma. Basically, it's a slur, much like the R slur. Yep, I can get behind that. There we go. Now let's see if I've messed anything up irredeemably. Because once upon a time, people were diagnosed with crazy, locked away, and experimented on. Yeah, and unfortunately, not all that long ago. I guess what I didn't do, start, stop at the other one, right? No, I did. Right? Let's say I did. I did not! We don't diagnose people with clinical insanity anymore. Right? No, but I mean, and I still feel though that they don't get, I do believe that they still get a very raw end of a deal. Like, just because we don't diagnose them with that doesn't mean they still don't get treated like that. And that's super, super frustrating. You know, there's a semi nearby home that has been frequently under scrutiny for how it treats their residents. One of the residents died a few years ago due to severe dehydration, and which is obviously neglect. Like, I don't know what that individual's particular issues were. That doesn't really matter. Nobody deserves to be neglected to the point of dehydration just because they are in a home of people that, I don't know. Fortunately, the place is being closed. Unfortunately, not soon enough, but also I don't know where they're going to send those folks who currently live there. Hopefully somewhere that will dedicate to take care of them. Because, again, no one deserves that. Also, along those lines, that we don't diagnose people with clinical insanity anymore. Thank goodness we don't diagnose women with hysteria anymore. Okay. Okay, that's right, like, super fucked up. Here, let's lobotomize her because she's hysterical. Not mistreated, abused. That's exactly why I strive to create the environment I do. Yes. So I've got the army shirt top, the envelope backing. Time to put a pillow in it. It kind of looks like a Pokeball on the back. Alright, so why is it fitting wonky like this? That's weird. Like it's too wide and not tall enough. Hmm. That's alright. That's not horrible. I don't call my stream a safe space. It's not. It's an inclusive space. It's a friendly space. It's a cozy and welcoming space. It is not free from deep, tricky, and triggering topics of discussion. I always tell people they are free to leave if they feel triggered by a topic of conversation, and they will be welcomed back. That's very reasonable. Absolutely. It's impossible, I believe, to fully avoid everyone's triggers because you can never guess what someone's trigger is. If you know it, then don't be an asshole and exploit it. That's just asshole. But alright, so I have 3 army pillows, army t-shirt pillows. What happened to the lid? Why are you like this? Like, why are you like this? There we go. Alright, I'm alright with that. That's a little wonky, weird. I'm not real sure why. Some of the streams I feel safest always go after a bad experience with a shitty streamer. Oh wait, nope, I just... some of the streams I feel safest in are the most real, raw, and open forums. Shout out to Neil Bailey, where I always go after a bad experience with a shitty streamer. I will check out Neil Bailey. Alright. So that looks significantly better than it did before, and I think ties in a little better. Do it this way. With the other 2 pillows. So at this point, I don't really think I need to do any more pillows. If I do decide to do more pillows, I will. But I think a set of 3. 3 is always nice. They're all different in their own ways, but they kind of tie back to each other well enough. Oh, that's funny. These 2 have their openings from this side, and this one got from this side. Doesn't really matter. It makes no difference, no bearing on the pillow whatsoever. Glad it's that project done. 2. Okay, I just hit go live. So I'm a... Oh, sorry. Well, I'm ready to go and you're ending soon, so I'm gonna hit go live and commence the psych up process. Okay, just hit go live. Alright, Total Sapphic Panic. I will be in your stream in probably 10 minutes once I finalize everything I'm doing. Good luck, my friend, and I will see you shortly. All systems seem stable. All systems go! Okay, I'm gonna go grab the pieces to the next project. It's gonna take me just a second. Nah, I'm not gonna make you sit through a minute of ads. You're just gonna have to, while I'm gone, you can look at my coffee break and see my super fun other projects that I've made before. So, be right back. Alright, so this is my next project. This is the last project I started before I stopped sewing. Right when COVID hit and I was losing, well, I was looking at, it looked like I was going to be losing some hours at work, I was like, you know what? I can work on this sewing project and get ready for the next convention that I was going to go to. And then, like, COVID actually really hit and nothing happened in the future, right? Like, we didn't have any conventions for a year. So then I stopped working on it. So this is all pieces for, I'm gonna use this camera over here because it's a little better. It's a McCall's, yes, I'm a pattern bitch. I use paper patterns. McCall's Simplicity are my favorite. McCall's works. But pretty sure I'm doing the big, that blue one. Pretty sure that's what I've got cut out. The backside, it's a very large full skirt. And then a couple different tops with crisscross type backings. I don't know that I had... I'm quite certain that I have not started cutting out the skirt portion. Because I feel like I would know that I had skirt pieces around somewhere. What I have so far, besides all the pieces of tissue paper, oh my god. So I started kind of a mock-up out of flannel. Flannel because I freeze, and knowing that this was going to be a project for a convention, and those are typically really cold, and there's no sleeves on this dress, I figured I will do the mock-up in flannel, and as long as the mock-up turns out okay, that becomes the lining of, either the lining or the inner lining of the gown or the dress, just to give myself some warmth Because if I'm not warm, I'm not happy. So, whether this is the front or the back, we'll have to find that out. It's probably the front. This looks like it's gonna be a back piece. Here's a back piece. And this probably wants a zipper. Was I planning on doing a zipper? Who knows? What was past Kate thinking when she started putting this together? Skirt. Skirts have waistband now and then side zipper. Yeah, but I'm not doing the... Yeah, invisible back zipper, hook and eye closing for the top. Am I going to want to do the zipper? We shall see. Projects, decisions for later. But let me show you the gorgeous material that this is going to be made out of. Look at this! Isn't it pretty? And I think this is, yeah. Oh, so this is the back. Are you ready for this? This will be the top, the outside, the beauteous outer dress. I'm wondering... I think I have some heavy satin in a cream color, but I know I have some kind of navy blue satin, and I'm thinking I was planning on using that to go with the... I bet that's what I was thinking. And if it's not, it's what I'm thinking now. So that is what I'm gonna start working on. Not next week though, because I'm going to a Renaissance Festival next week, so it's gonna be about 2 weeks before I'm back to be able to do this. In the meantime, I will probably sort everything out, figure out what pieces are what again, see if I'm missing anything, because goodness knows I may miss something or lose something. But now all of this that was cluttering up my couch is not cluttering up my couch anymore, so yay! Already progress, right? Yay. Alright, cool. Well, normally I would just log off at this point, but we are going to go on a raid. Everybody go on a raid! We're gonna go hang out with Total Sapphic Panic. They are making some really cool sounding mini skirt, tactical mini skirt with loads of pockets. I'm so excited to see what this looks like. So bear with as I figure out how I do that again. And we're gonna go chill over there for a bit. Thank you everybody so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you stick around for this little bit of raid, and I will see you all 2 weeks for the next sewing stream, and sometime this week, maybe later today, who knows, for some Guild Wars or Warhammer or other games that I might find to play. So alright, we do start raid. Alright, here we go.